Hail of the tape now for Terrence Crawford against John Molina. You see the 4-year age advantage for Crawford, and Molina has a lot of ring wear on him.
Gentlemen, you've already received your instructions in the dressing room. You both know exactly what I expect. Please give the fans a good, hard, clean fight. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
Has given him reason to be even meaner.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
What you might
who's quicker than you.
Oh, great body shot. Oh, and the precision of this is beautiful to watch. He's thinking early knockout, but he's cool as a cucumber while he looks for it.
Of course he is. And he knew that.
A wide variety of weapons in Terrence Crawford's arsenal. Still in southpaw stance now as round 2 begins.
I love what Molina's doing here. He sees that kind of steady pressure is just a prolonged execution here. And so he's putting on a little more wild pressure, which will likely hasten his demise, but at least give him chances in the meantime.
And that's the only chance that he had follow a big puncher.
Like that.
When you follow a big puncher, you're bound to get
a southpaw stance at some point anyway. He's more powerful from that side.
Well, if you got stopped or got dropped by a southpaw and he can do both, why would he not turn to a southpaw stance right away? I was surprised he didn't start out as a southpaw.
Every now and then, underdogs who are getting whipped like this throw a Hail Mary, do something to set up an overconfident champion, and can have a...
So it may have backfired.
Crawford seems to be more or less landing at will.
He is. Target practice.
Crowd's in a frenzy. Here, Terrence Crawford makes it look so easy. There are very few fighters in boxing who have mastered the craft in such a way as to make it look as easy as Crawford can. Lomachenko is one. There aren't many others. Look at those numbers.
That's one. That's another. Oh,
that's 2.
Yes, that's 2.
You got to give him his credit, though, Max. He's trying his hardest. I mean, he's outgunned here, but he's trying.
And that's what I like to see. Instead of the, hey, let's stick to the game plan when the game plan's just not going to work, throw...
Somewhere Antonio DeMarco is saying, oh, come on, Terrence. I got rid of him in 40 seconds.
A little bit of a quick stoppage in that fight.
That was on the undercard of Andre Ward versus Chad Dawson. The Oracle Arena in Oakland. Straight left hand lands perfectly for Crawford. Crowd oohs and ahs.
I mean, Molina's just got a lot of heart.
Yep, and good body shot just landed.
And that's why Molina was a good choice for an opponent. He's giving people something to watch.
Bum first.
Round 4 of a scheduled 12 begins. CompuBox numbers overwhelmingly in favor of Terrence Crawford. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. I got a 3-0, 30-27, Terrence Crawford. You know, Jim, John Molina just keeps coming forward with his hands down. I mean, he's just wide open. Crawford circling, going both ways.
But you got to admire John's heart.
Oh.
To take punches like that and continue to just chase your opponent says a lot about John Molina.
You can see why he was in a fight of the year a couple years ago against Batista. He lost it. But you see why he's in that kind of fight. And against Provodnikov was more of a boxer than the aggressive fighter.
Good body shot.
What a body shot.
Explosive body shot.
Buffett, stop showing off in the cheap seats.
Buffett's one of the few guys who can say, Crawford doesn't look like $1 million tonight. He looks like $1 billion tonight.
It's something that he comes out. You see, like, Crawford, the Cornhuskers, I mean, what are the...
A potential candidate for the Final Four the way they're playing.
And have a pretty good team, Jim.
Very good team.
And yet are only the second best performers in this arena.
That is correct.
One thing we always talk about, Max, is about guys being first. And what's happening to Molina here, and that's what's causing him to always be behind in the exchanges, like right there. Everything he does is behind Terrence. So Terrence really has nothing to worry about because it's not likely that he's going to catch Terrence after Terrence catches him first.
Going to win, or that he's doing much of anything, but there's such a talent gap. There's such a skills gap. And there's Molina giving it everything he has, putting tremendous pressure, everything he can on Terrence Crawford, and keeping it up. Doing whatever it is he can.
Competition, though, at which John Molina just doesn't exist. And that's why he has trouble beating people like Matisse, Broner.
Hardest thing in the world is a head-on collision, right? He's bringing it all right to you. Just let him run into that head-on collision eventually. Don't take no chance that you run into his.
Calmly watched the ring and waited for the bell to ring for the next round.
Good overhand left by Crawford. That man hurt Molina. Oh, good hook by Molina.
Crowd gets excited here at the beginning of round number 6 as Crawford comes out.
Always was trying, and Tex Cobb had an otherworldly chin. And Larry Holmes was utterly skilled and just beat the hell out of him.
Vicious left to the body that would have took anybody else out of here. Oh, good straight left hand by Crawford.
How many more rounds do you give this one, Roy?
Maybe 2 more at the max. But he's taking too many real vicious shots. And those body shots are making it worse.
Yeah, and someone who cares about Molina pretty soon has to consider how much more is worth it.
Crawford. Instead, Molina has been following Crawford around, exactly the opposite of cutting off the ring, and as a result, taking constant punishment.
Yeah, and I'm not saying his corner don't care, Max. What I mean is they're trying to get him to do what's necessary to win. They know that that's his only chance. So they don't care that there's a risk. They know that that's the only possible chance to win the fight.
And he keeps getting hit with everything but the kitchen sink. As far as stopping a fight goes, I mean, he's taking a terrible beating. I would hate to see John Molina get hurt. I wouldn't blame Mark Nelson if he stopped the fight at any point. 6-0, Terrence Crawford.
I totally agree. This fight could be stopped at any point, even though there hasn't been a moment at which Molina looked like he was ready to go.
Well, he has taken some pretty... Terrence Crawford, it is dangerous because following a guy like this, you can run into something really bad, something that could be career-ending. So I understand what you guys are saying, and I mean, the bad part about this is that this is the sport of boxing. Right. Nobody makes us come here and take this. We choose to do this, and if this is what we choose to do, then don't take us away from it. He knew he was going to take this.
The issue of trying to knock him out. And he wants to be fighter of the year. And clearly this is a mismatch. Is there pressure on him to finish this fight before the final bell, Roy?
No, it's not, Jim, because finishing this fight could be crazy if he took a chance and got caught. Like that hook right there, out, and runs into a big shot. Everybody will be calling him the craziest fighter ever.
And I think he is trying to take him out. You know,
of course.
He's really sitting down on some very hard punches, but credit Molina's durability and his heart.
And he's doing it when Molina's coming at him, which is the smartest thing to do.
35.
And still coming like he thinks he has a chance. And he really believes that he has a chance.
His kidneys hitting him in the back.
Good left hand by Crawford.
Crawford demonstrating that with his movement, timing, and his fakes, he can set Molina up and hit him pretty much at will. How energetically and fervently Sadid Saluki was saying, no, he's fine, he's okay. Please go away, leave him alone. Doctor took a good look and decided not to stop the fight. Harold Letterman's card unofficially shows Crawford still winning every single round in what has been a total mismatch here in Omaha.
But, Jim, they expected that. This is what everybody expected. This is what Sadiq knew would happen. Nobody expected Molina to... They told you that.
And that's the problem or a contradiction or irony, at least, maybe in boxing.
I want him to do it at the same time.
But the rest of us, though, have to play the odds. And if 99 times out of 100, it turns out really badly for the fighter like Molina, then it's understandable if we expect maybe the proceedings to be halted before too long.
And that's true, but that's why the rest of y'all also don't box, because he has to have that mentality. Oh, good shot.
The fighter himself.
That's true, too, but the corner here was expecting just what's happening right here. So they're going to wait till they see that it's really being detrimental to him before they do it. Right now, they're not saying that he's really in trouble, which he may be, but they don't say that.
Gets him into the corner. Molina lands a right hand to get out of the corner.
And that's the problem. Right when it seems like he's done, he lands a big shot. Oh, good body shot. You won't stand many more of those, though.
Crowd is in a frenzy. Nelson's going to stop the fight.
Molina. I mean, these body shots, that was a good uppercut. But those shots right there, Jim, that knocked him off balance. But that body shot is really what caused the damage. I mean, watch this one. That one right there really did everything. I mean, look at those body shots. The head shots are good, but the body shots like that. You see that? That's what takes the most devastating shots in the fight. Not those head shots right there. He'd have took those all night. You see, he took that knees didn't even buckle. But you see this right here? That's what causes problems. So the arm come down, he was ready to go right there. See, he had already started going down before the head shot landed.
By way of technical knockout, still WBO, still WBC, and still undefeated world champion, Terrence Crawford.